So we recently got the InstRenew2 sharpening tool here that is nice for sharpening dental instruments like a scaler or an explorer, things that we use around the dental office. We got this one on eBay, and we had to replace the sharpening cone. It's like a little diamond grit cone shape sharpening disc or wheel, basically, or bit, I guess you could call it. Well, I just want to show you how to replace or how to switch out the sharpening cone. Ours was kind of stuck on there pretty good. This old one that was there that we replaced, you could tell it's kind of worn out. So we bought a new one. I think it was like $20 to buy the new one. We got a pretty good deal on eBay for this sharpening tool. But anyway, I just want to show you how you take off the cone. So you can see right here there's a little latch that you push in to hold it in place so that it allows you to prevent it from spinning and pull that off. And then you use a little wrench to hold on to that area, and then you twist the wrench counterclockwise to loosen this bolt so that the cone will come off, and I'll show you how that's done. If you bought the InstRenew2 brand new, you probably came with a little wrench, but you can also use any little wrench that fits it, that holds that in place, and you grip it right there and hold this down at the same time. I can't do it with two hands, I should get a tripod or something, but I'll show you how that's done. Okay. Couldn't hold the camera and loosen at the same time, but I used this little wrench here, gripped onto that, and with the other hand I pushed that little tab in to hold it so it doesn't spin. And then if I hold that there, I can show you how this is loose now. You can spin that bolt counterclockwise until it gets really loose there, and then it's just a matter of pulling this up. But our old one was really fused in there really well, so it was hard. This cone would not pull out. Probably there's a little bit of debris or corrosion or something on the base of this that was holding it in place. It was really hard to pull out. So, but that's all you have to do is pull it out. But if you have an old worn one, I just use the pliers to grip it. You don't want to do that with a new one because you might damage it, but if you grip that cone and pull up once it's already loose, you have to loosen this bolt first really well. Loosen that so it's super loose, and then right now I can just pull. Let me show you how this mechanism works. So there's just that bolt, just as you tighten it, it kind of squeezes these metal tabs against here. So let me put the old one back on. So you put that on. This is the old one. I'm just gonna kind of tighten that down with my finger a little bit. See, so that's what you do, just loosen that counterclockwise to loosen the nut. And then before, this one was latched on there so good I had to like really pull hard and pull up like that with the wrench. But I wouldn't do that with a brand new one because you're gonna kind of mar the surface of that cone. If you can see that, there's a little bit of marring there from the wrench that when I grabbed it. But with the new one, it should just slide on. You just still have the loose nut there. Put this on. You can kind of turn it clockwise to tighten it. And eventually, as you're turning it, it's going to start to turn the whole thing, you can see. And so when it starts to turn that whole thing, then you engage the little pin and tighten it down as best you can, finger tight. With two hands, it's easier when you're not filming. And then use the little wrench to tighten it down further. You want it nice and tight, but I wouldn't over tighten it because if you can over tighten it, makes it really hard to get off later. So just tighten it enough that it's not going to get loose. Again, you got to hold that pin in place when you tighten it down. And now we have a nice new sharpening cone on there to use with our InstRenew2 sharpening assistant. So it's a nice tool to have to sharpen instruments more efficiently. Now that we've got that nice and tightened, you can put the cover back on. Just snaps in place. You just pull it off. Just held in place by these little spring-loaded ball bearing things. So, and then now we can sharpen things.